Are you thinking about outsourcing your social media? I want to talk about why you should and why you shouldn't potentially outsource your social media and some tips if you're going to do it. If we haven't met yet, I'm Nils Smith. I'm your social media guide, or at least that's what I want to be. So I make videos about social media and how you can improve social media and use social media to accomplish your goals. And in this video, I'm talking about outsourcing social media. And full transparency, I own a social media marketing agency. So we do outsourced social media. So I want to share from my perspective of having outsourced my social media, having built a social media marketing agency, and what I've learned of who this works for and who this doesn't work for, and some things you need to know before you jump into outsourcing your social media. So if you're going to outsource your social media, or even if you're not, one of the things you need to be clear on is your brand. Who are you? What are you about? What are you trying to accomplish? What is your core message? At the end of the day, every organization has a message that they want to bring to their audience. And so even if you're a grocery store, you want to bring an understanding, an education of produce, and you want to bring an understanding of how to basically shop more effectively and efficiently, or whatever it might be, that you have a message that you want to communicate, and you need to be clear if this is what you're about, and this is who you want to reach, and this is what you want to engage them around. And so you need to be clear as to who you are and what your brand is, so that when you're outsourcing, you can communicate that to whoever is going to do your social media. So if you're doing it yourself, you for sure need to know it. But if you're outsourcing it, you need to be able to articulate it effectively to whoever it is that you're going to outsource your content to, or your social media management to. The second thing you need to define is you need to set measurable goals. You need to set measurable goals. And so I think people often just think social media is magic of, I just start posting on social media, hopefully my business is I'm just gonna have a bunch of customers that are paying a bunch of money because I had a viral video on Instagram Reels. And that's not how it works. I think you've got to very definitively understand that social media fits into your holistic marketing strategy to grow your organization. And so understanding who it is you want to reach and what it is you want them to do, and then have measurable objectives tied to that of, do we know that our content is reaching those people, and can we tell if they're taking the actions that we want them to take? So begin to set measurable goals and understand those are going to change because social media changes, maybe even your core business goals change, but you need to have measurable goals rather than just 10 posts a week. 10 posts a week isn't really, it's measurable that you put it out there, but it doesn't really accomplish anything. You want to know that those 10 posts a week reached a certain number of people and led them to a certain number of actions. So set measurable goals. The third thing that I want to encourage you to do if you're going to outsource your social media is to choose a partner. Now you're like, of course, I've got to choose what business I'm going to use, but I use that language partner importantly in that they're really a partner in your goals. They're a partner in accomplishing your role. They're essentially an employee of yours, but when you're hiring an agency or outsourcing, you're likely hiring a team of people that you're getting, but you want to know that they're aligned to your mission and to your objectives and to your goals, and it's not just a transactional relationship, just like an employee. You don't want to be transactional with your employees. You want to help them to embrace your mission and goals. And a good social media management partner is going to be a partner, not just a transactional, somebody that's going to check some boxes for you and get your social media done so you don't have to think about it anymore. The fourth thing you want to do when it comes to outsourcing your social media is you want to monitor your voice. Monitor your voice. So this comes in the copywriting, this comes in even the brand and the designs that you see. This comes in even the comments, if they're doing comment management or DM management. You don't want to always just be looking over their shoulder, but you do want to be just reviewing of, is this staying in line with our voice? Is this going in the direction we want it to go in? And when it's not, you need to give them direction. And so this is part of the process. It's going to be rare that an outsourced social media partner is going to just naturally get your voice, because it takes time. It took you time to learn your voice. It takes other employees time to learn your voice, and it's going to take that partner time to learn your voice. So make sure you're helping to monitor that voice and give feedback so that's process of development and them getting better and understanding your voice and better representing your brand. The next step is to budget for advertising. At this point in the game of social media, it's typically a pay-to-play system, and not everything you have to spend money, and there's naturally some organic reach, or a lot of organic reach, that can be accomplished, but used most effectively, advertising just enhances your organic efforts and it helps drive more response. So much of what you want to do on social media is to drive people off of social media, and that's where social media platforms make you pay when they're going to leave your platform. And so you can use things like retargeting ads, where you can take people that organically engage with you and then drive them to a sales page or a landing page or somewhere else outside of that social network, where you can even capture their email address. And so think through how it is and what it is you want to accomplish on social media, and to be ready to spend some advertising dollars along with that outsourced social media. So you need to budget both for whoever's going to manage the social media, but then you also need to budget and give them budget for advertising that's going to enhance those efforts on social media. And then the last thing you want to do is to measure results. And so I think at the end of the day, whatever partner that you're working with, they should be delivering some kind of result metrics to you every month, or you need to be paying attention to and aware of how effectively are these efforts, and the data is going to tell you. And so you should be able to have trackable metrics that you're able to monitor every month to see if, are we reaching more people? Are we engaging them further? Are they taking the actions we want them to take? And so as you've established what you want them to do on the front end of your social media strategy, measure as to whether that's actually happening. So don't just hope that's happening, but know that that's happening and that those actions are being taken. So measure the effectiveness of that partnership. So the question is, should you outsource your social media? And the reality is that's up to you. I think if you have the budget to do it, and you lack time capacity to do it yourself, I think outsourcing is a great way to handle your social media, and we found it to be a great opportunity. The reality is nobody is going to know your brand better than you do, but by outsourcing social media, they can do things like editing and graphic design and certain just nuances to TikTok and Instagram and Twitter that are going to be unique to those platforms that you probably can't keep up with all the changing landscapes of social media. So I believe that a hybrid effect of managing, being involved in your social media while outsourcing aspects of your social media is typically going to be best for almost every organization. So I want to encourage you, consider outsourcing your social media. And with that, I want to encourage you, consider outsourcing your social media to us at Amplify Social Media, where we would love to come alongside you and help you accomplish your goals through social media, and just come alongside you and augment what it is that you're doing, whether that's fully handing off total management of your social media or just helping in certain areas. We would love to help. So thanks so much for watching this video. You can check out links to Amplify Social Media in the description, or just go to amplifysocial.media, and we would love to help. And I hope to see you again on the next video.